brings raw, unadulterated truth. I am committed to delivering news without compromise. Hard facts as we know them and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is Hard Facts.
Yes, it is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station, and we are broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Maryann Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. Welcome to Hard Facts. I'm Maryann Okon. It is an honor and a pleasure to have you join us on the show. You know what? There is no show without you, because you on the other side are the listener and the contributor. If not, we're just going to be having a monologue, and what's the fun in that? Well, it's the second day in the week, and the news keeps coming, doesn't it? Unfortunately, the killings and the number of people being killed continues to be on the rise. What is the National Security Advisor saying? I'll let you know later on the show. What exactly are we to do as a people? Because more and more of our friends, family, people in our communities are dying. What are our security chiefs doing? What are they saying? The last time someone tried to defend himself, he was sentenced to death by hanging. How do we find ourselves in this sort of situation? It's terrible. But tomorrow I will be speaking with a former member of the National Assembly from Taraba State about this issue of terrorist killings across the country. Because, before, I remember when I was in Nigeria for Port Harcourt, and would talk about this issue of killings and Boko Haram. It sounded very far-fetched for a lot of people, and they kept saying, the North, they'll sort themselves out. But then it's coming closer, actually, to home. How long are we going to fold our arms? And then I hear people say, but then it's the job of the government. Does it seem that government is actually up to the task? And that's the question I asked today on our social media. Does it seem like Malam Nuhu Ribadu understands the job that he's been given? Because it's different from politics. Anyway, welcome to Hard Facts. We start off with the big three stories, and then, of course, we'll move on to Community You Report, where you report what's happening in your community, and we try to get it right. Yes? But most of them, obviously, are about insecurity.
News of the day. It's time for the big three stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first. This is Hard Facts. This is Big Three.
The Big Three on Hard Facts
on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Yes, it is Hard Facts and the Big Three on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's start with our APC governors visit Buhari in Kaduna and reaffirm unity. Did you remember the APC had a meeting of the governing council? We use that. And Mr. President was in attendance, and questions were asked about the fact that there are cracks in the party. And they did say that they were going to take steps to mend those broken fences. Could that be this? Well, we see that governors elected on the platform of the All Progressive Congress, APC, actually paid a courtesy visit to former President Muhammadu Buhari at his Kaduna residence on Monday, who was also obviously not present at that meeting. One of those who was also not present at that meeting was Right Honourable Rotimi Amechi, and several other people, by the way. Now, speaking to journalists after a closed-door meeting, the forum chairman, Governor Hope Uzodimma of Imo State, said the visit was a demonstration of unity and strength within the party. According to him, the visit was timely following the conclusion of Ramadan Lent and the Eid al-Fitr celebrations. He noted that it was important for the governors to honor the former president who served 2 terms under the ruling party. Uzodinma described Buhari as a father figure in Nigerian politics and expressed delight at seeing him in good health and in good spirits. But what will these visits achieve? Is it going to address the core problem, the reason why the party seems to have a lot of cracks? Will these visits, in quote, starting with Buhari, will it in any way mend broken fences? Let's forget about El-Rufai because he's jumped ship. He's now with the SDP. But what about the others? Could this, one way or the other, mend the broken fences, or is this just putting plaster on the cancer? Well, let's go to Rivers State where the drama never ends, eh? So, from the Sun newspaper here, Rivers Assembly were being pressured to implicate Fubara's chief of staff, says acquitted persons. You wonder who these people are? Well, 4 individuals who were incarcerated after a fire at the Rivers State House of Assembly have alleged that they are being pressured to implicate Edison Ehie, the chief of staff to the suspended governor Sim Fubara. Now, Chime Ezebalike, Kenneth Passa, Oladele Lukman, and Factional Lumini were locked up in Kuje Correctional Facility for about 6 months. But then they were acquitted and the charges dropped in November of 2024. Now, speaking at a press briefing in Port Harcourt yesterday, Ezebalike revealed that they were being approached by a prominent PDP leader in Obi Akwa local government area to change their story. He said, and I quote, "We were asked to rewrite our story and falsely name Edison Ehie as the mastermind of the assembly fire. This is after everything we've been through. We cannot be part of any nefarious plots, especially not after the trauma that we endured." End of quote. What do you think is happening here? I like to consider Rivers as a gift that keeps giving. Now, is the gift positive or negative? Now, I leave that to you. Let's move away from that. Let's talk about the Labour Party. Now, as you all know, there seems to be that the court has finally said Abure is the rightful leader of the party, blah, blah, blah. But then the Punch newspaper is telling us that factional firestorm, Obi Abure clamps, Obi and Abure camps clash over parallel neck meetings. So the leadership tussle in the Labour Party has taken a dramatic turn, especially yesterday after Julius Abure's led National Executive Committee of the Labour Party announced the removal of Honourable Afa Mogene as Labour Party caucus leader in the House of Representatives over his involvement in anti-party activities. The NEC also vowed to direct the disciplinary committee to sanction Labour Party presidential candidate of the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, and Abia State Governor Alex Oti if they go ahead with their planned stakeholders engagement on Wednesday, that's tomorrow, as well as other activities that may undermine the party. This was actually announced in a communique read to journalists by the Labour Party's National Secretary Alhaji Umar Farouk at the end of the NEC meeting at the party's National Secretariat in Abuja. I have one question. Does it seem like the Labour Party is slipping through the fingers of Peter Obi? Is he losing touch of the Labour Party? Is it gone? We're live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. We're also on WhatsApp, 0809597585. You can join the conversation on our phone lines. It's 0201 277 0993, 0201 277 0993. If you're a lady, call 0201 465 7190. Once again, WhatsApp, it's 0809597585. And if you're listening from outside of the country, Skype is up, so you can join us via Skype. We're Nigeria Info FM. One last story, and that's about insecurity. Collaborate with governors to hunt down bandits. Afenifere urges Ribadu Remember yesterday I told you there's fear in 9 states across the Federation because these so-called herdsmen have started killing people all over again, ransacking communities. You saw what happened in Plateau State. Broad daylight, some of these events. Broad daylight. In fact, this is what Nuhu Ribadu had to say about the killings in Plateau. I asked the question when we started this conversation if Nuhu Ribadu actually understands the job that he's been given, because it's not politics. It has to do with real life people. Lives of Nigerians are tied to it. But does he understand the power of his office? Does he have the slightest idea how to handle the insecurity that's across the country? I want you to join the conversation on X, where at Nigeria Info FM, use the hashtag hard facts and respond to me. But here's Nuhu Ribadu speaking on that issue. When we come back on the other side of the clock, I will play you an audio courtesy of Channels Television of someone who's from that area, Bokos, and what he had to say about security operatives and, intelligence gathering. But here is your national security advisor.
What is playing out there? For them to just find something to nail this man, they are shopping for evidences where there are no evidences. I want to ask a question. Has the masterminder himself ever worked anywhere before that make him so rich to the point now he's hosting all the 27 lawmakers in UK at whose expense?
Is it your money?
At whose expense?
Why are you the vex? Is it your money?
See, Maryann, it's not a joking matter. I'm serious here. At whose expense?
Well, if the EFCC is not asking that question, maybe you should help ask the question, because I don't see the EFCC worried about it.
What is this thing going on in this country, for crying out loud? Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling, Pastor Ladipo. I know it's I know how it gets you really angry. Yes. Hello. Apologies. Do call us back if that was you. Hello. Welcome to Hard Fact.
Yeah, actually, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chris calling from Ikoyi.
Chris, go ahead, please.
Visiting Buhari and other governors. Buhari is not the former president. What did he do about insecurity that you are visiting him? Then for River State, the same chief of whatever to...
I think
Fubara,
you're getting everything mixed up. That's for party reasons. It's party politics. It has nothing to do with insecurity. Does the APC governor, do they think about that? No. They're thinking about mending fences in their party. It has nothing whatsoever to do with...
Oh, you are talking about party whatever, and people are dying. That is not important. This security, again, that these guys promise is not important. Now, party, how they go meet themselves, they go pay homage. That is more important, Abi. It's good for us. Should be Nigerians, they believe in APC. When I say they are taking side with APC, they thought I'm joking. Quick one, on Rivers, they accused that the same chief of staff to Fubara. Somebody offered 5 billion naira for him to make sure they impeach this guy. Tomorrow now, they are coming out to pressurize some people to say, yes, he's the one that set the building ablaze.
Okay, all right.
All this thing that is happening, the ball is in Rivers State people's court.
Thank you very much.
Let them continue.
All right, I can take one quick call and then we'll go on a break. First, here's Nuhu Ribadu when he visited Bokos, where that killing happened in Plateau State. Take a listen. Help me.
All of us will have to come together. Everybody do have a role to play, particularly communities, those who have been living together for years and decades. I think time has come for us to say enough is enough. Our security forces are doing
well. Do you want me to play it again? That was Nuhu Ribadu, the National Security Advisor, the NSA, the guy that runs the security of this country, literally. You understand? People were not just killed in broad daylight, some of them in their sleep, ransacked in their own homes by unknown persons, gun-wielding persons, in the name of herders. And this is what the NSA had to say.
All of us will have to come together. Everybody do have a role to play, particularly communities, those who have been living together.
We'll be back after the break.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this. Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
This Easter, bring the whole family and escape to paradise at Ziba Beach Resort. Sun, sand, and unforgettable moments await. Enjoy Easter egg hunts, beach games, family activities, and movies under the stars. Plus delicious feasts and endless seaside fun. Call 0704 7300 013 or visit www.zibabeachresort.com. Ziba Beach Resort, where every holiday feels like paradise.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shego Arinze. This is the Big Three.
The Big Three on Hard Facts
on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Yes, it is, and we are live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. You can join the conversation on WhatsApp. It's 0809597585. You can join the conversation also by posting on X. Use the hashtag HardFacts, HARD. FACTS. Yes. Let me run through the big stories again. APC governors visited Buhari in Kaduna to reaffirm party's unity. Remember, they had said they were going to try as much as possible to mend the broken walls in the party. Could this be it? In Rivers, some of the guys who were initially caught and kept in prison for 6 months, in fact, they were fingered as those who perpetrated the burning or the destruction of the Rivers Assembly, are coming out now to say, look, we're being pressured to implicate Fubara's chief of staff and say that he was the one behind it. And they're saying, not on our lives. And there's fire on the mountain in the Labour Party. It seems like it's unending. But then Abure is vowing one way or the other to take action against Alex Oti and Peter Obi. And I'm asking, is the Labour Party slipping through the fingers of Peter Obi? Will he still be with the Labour Party come 2027? Do we see another move? And finally, our Consultative Forum is telling, Afenifere Renewal Group is telling Ribadu to collaborate with state governors to deal with this issue of bandits and herdsmen and Boko Haram. Does he need to be told? How are you security advisor and there's no collaboration? Again, how is intelligence shared? I did tell you that I was going to play something from a guy who is from Bokos, where the killings happened in Plateau, and what he had to say about intelligence gathering. Please pay attention, and then of course I'll open up the phone lines for you to give me some feedback.
I went back again after it has happened to be able to see what is actually going on. But there are limits to certain areas that even at the time that I went back to Bokos that I could go because even in the broad daylight after that horrible massacre, there were still gunshots that were still heard, around some of those particular areas in the true sense of the word. And to give us a sense of what has actually happened in Bokos is to actually go back and look at the event and the horrible event of 2023, where a number of people were attacked and killed in the same manner that this one has also occurred. And if you will recall, in April of 2022, in the same state, so that we can have a sense of what happened in Bokos, is the fact that over 142 people were killed around Kana, and then the Mangu incident also. So we saw the effort of the security in terms of those particular areas that I mentioned, particularly, in fact, prior to the separation of, creation of Bokos, as it were, Bokos was under Mangu local government. So the sporadic attacks that took place in December, January of 2023, I would say, the fact that we are able to address some of the consequences of that particular attack, we saw perhaps the movement of certain elements, criminals, as it were, from that axis who were given tough times by the security moving towards that particular angle. And I think we need to understand where Bokos is located. I heard you in your introduction mentioning the fact that Bokos is under Jos South local government. No, Bokos is a local government on its own. In fact, it's a local government that borders Wamba on the other side, that is northwest in Nasarawa State. It borders Mangu on the northeast on the other side. And so when we saw the movement of these elements who, for one reason or the other, were chased either by the security or so towards areas like Mushu, they were able to move to the other side. And that is the northwestern part that share border with Nasarawa State. And here you'll be talking about areas like Mekatako, areas like Folok, areas like Manguna, areas like Taho, and the villages that are under those particular areas in the true sense of the word. And so clearly speaking, what has happened in Bokos, I would say, shouldn't have taken the security authorities, should I say, it shouldn't have caught them napping, in the true sense of the word. Because these are issues I expected that the intelligence that would have been gathered should have at least shown some sense of the fact that these elements are still hanging around those particular areas. And it must be noted by all Nigerians that the establishment of what I call super criminal camps or communities have given oxygen to these elements that often come out even in broad daylight to be able to attack communities in the true sense of the word. The one in Manguna and Taho, as it were, just like some reports have shown, took place in a broad daylight. It was around 2 p.m., in the afternoon, that movements of these elements.
That's Luca Pampe. He is a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Policy Management and Diplomacy. He is from Bokos local government area, describing exactly to us what the situation looks like. He's saying that it shouldn't have taken security agencies that long to respond, knowing that these criminal elements have been lingering around that area and that the security agencies should have known. And this guy is not a security agent. So again, I ask that question I keep asking every day, every single day. How serious are we about fighting insecurity in this country? Are we politicizing it more than we should? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Apologies, do call me back if that was you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. This is Market Woman.
Hello, Market Woman. Go ahead, please.
When you talk about all this insecurity, few of us understand what is going on. You see what that man is just saying. What is it? So even if you carry knife like this to fowl, you see the way the fowl will react because the fowl don't want to die. Talk less of a whole human being that God created.
you just be taking their life like this. What I know is all this thing is that we Nigeria, we are not serious. That kind of place, people still go out, do as if nothing happened. Is that not so? People that are supporting that Tinubu take the right step, do for Port Harcourt, let them talk now. What is he supposed to do about all this matter? Okay. I don't understand. The wickedness you people do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Market Woman. Take it easy, okay? Hello, welcome to Hard Fact.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Abure Maryann speaking to you from Ekwe.
Go ahead.
First off, on the people killing in the plateau, if some of them are caught today, hunted down by the locals, Maryann will come and read afternoon news to me and say hunters, because the government or some news filter out that they are hunters, they will say they are killing innocent hunters. The government should wake up to its responsibility. And for those people meeting Buhari, let them meet Buhari, meet Obasanjo, meet Yar'Adua, meet everybody. I don't think the onslaught that will happen to their party in 27, I don't think they will escape it. And then for the people meeting in the UK, this is a signal to the young people that these people do not care about you. They won't fly you to UK, they won't fly you to France, but they will use the money that is supposed to be used to develop your state, they will lavish it for their own interest and to prepare some people. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, Manuel, for calling. I do appreciate it. We're still looking at the big three stories for today. Just a reminder, this is what the NSA had to say about the situation. I want you to watch and see his face. This video is courtesy of Channels Television. This is what he had to say. He was in Bokos, by the way. This is Nuhu Ribadu. Speaking about what happened in Bokos. This is what he had to say.
All of us will have to come together. Everybody do have a role to play, particularly communities, those who have been living together for years and decades. I think time has come for us to say enough is enough. Our security forces are doing well.
That's all. Yeah, we have to say enough is enough. Our security forces are doing well. So, what are we supposed to do with this information now? Especially if they just killed your whole family. They were wiped out in broad daylight. What are you supposed to do with this information? Just humor me. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon, Maryann.
You are not a woman. Why are you calling the female line? Hello?
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Robert. I'm calling you from my papa.
Go ahead.
This NP Labour Party that's in comatose now. What is the role of Peter Obi? What has it done to unify the party of Abure, the section of Abure and the other people that are ravaging the party? What do you want him to do? If you were Peter Obi, what would you do? He's supposed to bring them together and settle them. That is what he's supposed to do. Peter Obi, before he went to FP, he was not even he did not contest for the primary. He was absorbed. They stepped down for him. Oh yeah, come and take this thing because of the popularity. Okay. When you as a leader, except he has it in mind to go to another party, he should have, just like what is happening in PDP now. Atiku just standing looking. When the time comes, they will flag themselves, say they want to become the flag bearer. You're supposed to resolve the issue that's going on in your party. Okay. All right. That's my own contribution. Thank you, Robert, for calling. I do appreciate it. Joy is calling us from Iba. Hello, Joy.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi.
Maryann, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Please, guys, I'm not happy. Romano is telling us enough is enough. Community leaders should rise up. And he's the chief of...
And do what exactly? That's my question. I would really want to know.
Then when the community wants to defend themselves now, they will say they have started, that they are carrying guns, they are doing this. And, oh God, I'm crying, Why is this things like this? They are the federal government that's supposed to defend their people. They are not doing their job. And he came out to say this type of thing. that the community should rise. That means they are no longer strong again to defend us. So no more security in Nigeria.
Maybe we shouldn't jump to conclusions. Maybe we need to hear from Ribadu again. Maybe he has to re-explain what he meant by that.
It's not good. It's not good. I don't like that answer he gave to them. It's not good.
Thank you, Joy, for calling. I do appreciate it. Let's take a few more calls. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Pastor Emeka.
Go ahead.
Honestly, I'm not happy at all this afternoon. Honestly, my heart is bleeding. There is quality in our spending. Imagine hosting 27 lawmakers. Is it lawmakers or lawyers?
That is not my big story. I don't know why you guys are talking about it. It's not my big story.
I
don't think it's important, really. I don't want to give credence to something that's unnecessary.
Honestly, when Babangida and Abacha were ruling, we are not seeing all this type of thing, all this issue of killings during the military era. It's not there. I don't know what is the problem. Please, they should handle, because we are losing our best brain. We are losing brain every day by day. But some will just die like that. I don't know what Ribadu is doing this. I don't understand. It's like, are they getting? Is there anything that they are getting from the issue of insurgency in Nigeria? I don't know. But please, those that are listening, that are paying Buhari a visit, well, instead of those that live by the sword, also, I don't even understand. But this issue, my mainstay is this issue of insecurity.
Thank you very much for calling. Please, all right, I appreciate it. Thank you for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon, Maryann.
You're not a woman. Why are you calling? If I pick the call and I hear a man's voice, I won't even talk. Because you all know this. It's like teaching kindergarten kids. Are you guys serious? The female line is for females. You have your own line. Why can't you call that one? Why are you calling the female? Are you a woman? Maziude. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Maryann.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Mrs. Olawale from Aja.
How are you, Mrs. Olawale?
Thank you. Don't you think the security advisor, his comments are the normal rhetoric? We're going through that route again. It's like any day there is no killing in Nigeria, that day is not a good day. It has become a norm. Nigerians must be killed, like they are killing cow. It is only cow I know they slaughter every day. But it has become a norm in Nigeria, and our leaders will come out and say the same thing, the same script, the same rhetorics, no value for the human, for the Nigerian life. And you expect people to defend the nation, to speak well of the nation when the leaders don't care. I don't know what National Assembly is doing. Is it not high time for them to make a law so that people can carry arms to defend themselves? You can't go on the road.
What will that solve, really?
No, because those people are armless.
Really, carrying of arms, is it going to be the solution to the problem? What about the fact that we have porous borders? What about the fact that we can't even tell how many Nigerians live in Nigeria? We can't also tell Nigerians apart from these so-called bandits.
Fine. But Maryann, have you considered that? Let's just suppose it that this is America. Do you think Americans will be slaughtered every day?
Well, this is Nigeria and we're not America.
No, because normally we do comparative analysis. We compare to developed countries. When things happen there, we say, hey, if it is in Nigeria, we will be saying like that. So let's compare. If it is America that they are killing their citizens, it's not even possible. The last time I heard of bomb blast in the UK, I knew the measure that country took.
The US.
I mean, when it affected the under train network, I know the measures that they took to curb it.
That was attached to the Irish.
What our leaders doing? You can imagine sleeping in your house, and some people will just come. And our security people say they have intelligence. They always have intelligence to stop protests. They have intelligence to stop innocent youth, Nigerians, going to protest.
Thank you for calling, Mr. Onawale. Thank you for calling. It's because of time that I'm letting you go, but I've let you speak. I have a question for Ribadu. What do we, if your family, sir, was slaughtered in broad daylight, I'm sure that you will move hell and high waters. All security, in fact, is it that the people in Bokos, the people in Benue, the people in Kebbi, in Nasarawa, all of these people that have been slaughtered day in, day out, their lives are not as important because they don't have a VIP family member? What is the value? I want you to answer me, Mr. Ribadu, if you can. What is the value of the life of an average Nigerian to you? How valuable is it? Don't tell us. Show us. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Good afternoon. Turn off your radio, please.
I've done that. Anymore.
Go ahead.
I just want to greet you, Maryann. Nigerian problem has given me a heads up. I just want to say hi, hello, hi.
Thank you very much for calling. Yeah. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Prince Y. Calling you from Abure.
Go ahead.
What the NSC say enough is enough. Yes, enough is enough. You know, when you try the military to show this why they have been not today, not yesterday. But what they would have done now is for Mr. President to call to set up security summit concerning all the northern region. Let all the emir.
So wait, Prince YS, today I have your time. Don't try me. So you are telling me, and those people that they've killed, that the president should use money that we don't have to set up a security summit for northern governors or the northerners. Are you serious?
You want me to talk or you want to
No. Are you serious?
take my time?
No, I'm asking you a question.
I'm very serious. Let me put my matter on the table and let you hear me. Get me right. Now,
security
we have more than excuse me.
Do you know how many, I'm not going to let you talk.
Oh.
Do you know how many security summits? No, I won't. Do you know how many security summits? Hold on. Do you know how many security summits have been conducted in the past 8 years? What have they done with those? What have they done with the output of that those security summits?
Listen to me. Let me say my own word. Don't put words into my mouth. Maryann, you are a moderator.
I'm challenging your position. Answer me. What has been the outcome of all of those security summits?
Let me not defend myself before you as a chief judge. Listen to me carefully. Now, we have led a 400,000 policemen. Can them police all the hamlet, the villages, the town, the city? The answer is no. What love between these people? There is no love. When we talk of religion today, the number one religion in the world today is love. When you love your fellow human being, you will never kill. Are you listening to me? Maryann.
I'm waiting for you to land. I'm waiting for you to land because I don't.
I want to land. By now saying, if they call that is special summit, security summit, all the traditional ruler of the northern extraction will be there, the governor will be there, community leader will be there.
And what will be the outcome of this summit?
This year, Fulani people will be there. They will not like each other. What is the problem?
Prince YS, thank you for calling.
Give one another for Nigeria to move forward.
Thank you for calling. If you don't defend the government one day like this, what will happen? And I don't have a problem with you defending the government, but can you do it in the most decent and sense? Because why are you saying we should? Which summit? For what? Look at the youth confab they want to do. What's the essence of that youth confab? Is this going to address the hunger that the young people are experiencing? The fact that parents are pulling their children out of schools because they can't afford school fees. The fact that we can't even pay for our power bills anymore. We can't buy fuel. Businesses are shutting down. What is a youth confab going to achieve? And you're saying we should have a special security summit in the north. Are you joking? What is the take-home pay of the average Nigerian, the average civil servant? And what is the value of that money today? What can 75,000 naira buy. How many children can he feed? We're not being realistic. Today is your day, so I'm going to, I have your time. Because what's the summit going to do? We've had several of these summits. Even the Southeast governors decided to have a tea party and call it a security summit. What has it solved? Because they are still killing people in the Southeast. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Yes, turn off your radio, please.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Yes.
Please, you know what I wanted to add in this topic is that you can see how Nigerian politicians, what they are doing. They actually know the many heads they want to use to get back their party, ruling. All this blood, people they are killing, they are pouring the blood. Don't you know they are counting their heads? They know what they are doing. Maybe they will get up to 1,000 or 2,000. But one thing they don't know is that God's time, when the anger of God will rest upon each of them, if you are overseas, if you are in Nigeria, wherever you are, it will get to them.
Okay.
And they will see the hand of God that, yes, it's not good people to do bad.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah.
Thank you very much for calling. I mean, we have to resort to calling on God because really, what else is there? Let me come to social media and read your messages on WhatsApp. This one here says, don't worry, Skype, I'm coming to you in a bit. Yes. This one says, Macduff from Warri says, Labour Party are shooting themselves in their leg. They were nothing until Peter Obi joined them. Due to his influence, the masses voted House of Assembly members who they didn't even know just because of LP. Whatever they're doing, if they lose Peter Obi, they will go back to nothing. Then they will eat their ego. After all, the Assembly members we voted are doing nothing but cross-carpeting. On insecurity, he says, APC is a doom to Nigeria. Okay. And this one says, nobody puts something on nothing and expects it to stand. The person whose tenure has expired should be humbled enough to step down. Abure just wants to destroy everything. This country now cruise, Jerry. Olushoga Jai, thank you for your message. This one says, when you hire a policeman as NSA just because of paddy, these are the kinds of results you'll get. Eyebrows were raised the moment he got the job, but no one paid serious attention. Now precious innocent lives are paying huge costs for his gross incompetence. This is Richard from Lagos. And also here says, it's the Labour Party that needs Peter Obi, not the other way around. Obi has an organic followership of at least 6 million people, and he can take any political party, or he can take to any political party. Also, like Obi, Atiku enjoys a support base of about 7 million. These two leaders should be courted by any serious political party. I don't know what the intentions of Obi are, but I would advise him to work on a different political party or platform to actualize his ambition come 2027. So you want him to keep hopping from party A to party B. This is a very long message, Lansky. I'm going to skip it. Kevin here from Bariga says, I want to know, what did Supreme Court say about Labour Party National Chairman? Does the court rule against Abure or what? No, he is affirmed as the leader of the party. Yes. Because he says Abure is one of those causing parties problems in the party. Well, your word against his. Olawale here says, Maryann, will you shave one's head in his absence? APC governors visit Buhari in absentia means that they weren't coordinated. No, he was there. They went to his house. But I'm saying when they held the party Congress, I think he wasn't there. So you obviously didn't pick that part, but thank you. Ayo here says, I listed Ribadu. I'm sure you mean you listened to Ribadu and shook my head for hypocrisy. So who will fish out the killers? Enough will be enough when people are allowed to defend themselves, not security forces trying. Wike and House of Assembly enjoying the UK. Is Tinubu not partisan by putting his solar APC soon? What's doing to protect us? Not gonna come here quickly. Coming. This one says the Fulani herd herdsmen killers are on rampage, not only in the north, they are in my local government in Delta State and everywhere. Buhari turned a blind eye and pampered them, and now this power grabber is careless about it. He's in France spending our money while people are dying every day. Emperor sent us that message. Someone here sent me a message. This person obviously is in England. He says, the NSA is a Fulani man. There is nothing he can do. Come to TikTok and listen to what they're saying about killing people. Wow. Hey, God, I beg you. All right, let's go to Skype and take some calls. Simon is calling us on Skype. Hello, Simon. Hello, Simon. Can you hear me? Hello, Simon.
Yeah, Maryann, good afternoon.
Yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is hard time for us to accept what is in front of us, that Nigeria is a failed state.
Nigeria is not a failed. No, sir. You cannot sit in that you're abroad and be telling us that our country is a failed state. No, sir.
Okay, I accept it. But let us remember what Nnamdi Kanu says sometime, that one day Somalia will be better than Nigeria. Are we not alive to see that now? What is happening in Plateau State and in Benue State? And as you said, see what our security advisor is telling us. Enough is enough. How? What does it mean to tell us enough is enough? That means, and he said that the security guys are doing well. In which context? How are they doing well? Maryann, look, like I said before, Nigerian lives does not matter.
All right.
Lives in Nigeria does not matter.
Thank you for
Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you, Simon, for calling. I do appreciate it. We're still taking your thoughts and comments. Let me go back to WhatsApp. Pierre here says, our Chief of Defense Staff is still thinking about putting a stop to the nuisance of unnecessary killings in the north. He should not worry until Rome begins to happen everywhere, like a reprisal. Maybe this blood-sucking... Well, he says, just losing lives every day like it's nothing. Thank you, Pierre, for calling, for sending a message. I beg your pardon. This one says, why are people always complaining about Ribadu's comment? Is he not a Fulani man serving as NSA under a president that cares nothing about what happens to poor citizens? Okay. Jeremiah here says, yes, the summit is so that monies will be available to be shared among APC selfish evil defenders like the man you repelled over his one-sided method. He is known for his defense of ethnicity and religious affiliation. Jeremiah, take it easy now. Prince Wires has a right to his comments and his opinion, but it's also my job to, tackle him. Michael from Yaba says, Maryann, don't tell us, show us. Yes. And says, please leave Prince Wires and other defenders of the universe. So 2027 is the goal of all our politicians now, not security. You're making light of it, yeah? Because it's not your family member that's been slaughtered in broad daylight. I think maybe we need to start putting ourselves in the shoes of these people who are killed every single day. Maybe then would understand. Raphael here says, from Satellite Town says, those that did not align with public opinion should stop calling radio stations to support government that is doing nothing to help the helpless citizen. And this one says, so Labour Party they fight, PDP they fight. Who won't come out APC for government in 2027? This country now cruise. So Arab money from Ikeja. The news comes up at the top of the hour. Yvonne Haifo is standing by with the news. And on the other side of the clock is Community You Report. You don't want to miss it. Solomon Dalong also joins us on the 5 o'clock hour. Let's talk about Nigeria's democracy. Is it failing or what?
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversy, and trending stories. We're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Hard
You're listening to the home of great talk and exciting conversations.
Many times, I think the word submission used in the context of marriage is very ambiguous.
When you eat groundnut too much, you will get eye problems. Or when you drink garri too much,
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.